Hey football fans, I'm Matt. I'm joined by my friend Johnny, and we're here to keep you guys updated on everything NFL related, from scores to predictions. This is the Third and Long podcast on KCAT Radio. Welcome back into the Third and Long podcast. We took a little hiatus. Johnny, why were you sick? It's really sad.
Matt, I can't control that.
can't.
Ryan got sick too.
Yeah, Ryan got sick too. I was ready to monologue, and no one wants that. You guys don't want that.
Matt, you think
so? We want to bring
you think I wanted to miss the 1 week that the Packers won a game?
And guess what? Guess what our first game we're going to talk about today is? Ryan!
Titans-Packers, baby.
Christian Watson. He's making me happy.
Okay.
I'm happy about Christian Watson.
Is that it?
I'm going to choose to ignore the rest of the team. Aaron Rodgers was in a post-game interview after that, and he was talking to a reporter, and he got booed off the field. And they were talking to him about it, and he says, well, that's the best I can give you.
Fair enough. That's such a sad, here you go, man.
See,
Take it.
I know I'm a Packers fan, but, our franchise really does not know how to lose.
Yeah, you guys take losing really badly.
No, it's so bad. I remember we lost the game last year. MVS fumbled a ball in overtime, and he was getting death threats from Packers fans.
And it's mistakes happen. I think it's also if you guys won a Super Bowl, if you guys beat San Francisco in one of those years and won a Super Bowl, I think it would have calmed down. But there's this envy for a Super Bowl, and they're noticing that the chances slipping away slowly.
Well, because we've gone to the playoffs so many times, and we've had the team, and then we lose Devontae, and we're slipping.
Yeah, Devontae is doing good. He also almost won me my fantasy league, and I'm still sad.
He did win me fantasy against ZB.
Did he really? ZB, I know you can hear us. He's our producer, by the way. ZB's our producer.
He called me out on a call in front of all of you guys.
Yeah,
and he said he was gonna be
just
there.
let the record show. Ryan, do you remember ZB calling Johnny out?
I do.
You
I
do?
actually do,
James,
yeah.
nod your head. I can see you. James, nod your head. Yeah, okay. We all remember this. I'd like to let the record show that our producer, who does know a thing or two about football, just lost in fantasy.
To me.
It's cemented in our podcast now.
Hold on. I think I beat, it was either 104 or 106 to 98.
Oh, that's a good score. That's a pretty good score.
defense
Unlike
went
this
for
game,
19.
the Packers didn't keep it close.
His defense went for 19.
Did it really?
Yes.
What defense does he have?
He played Washington's defense. Who was expecting that?
Yeah, no, against the Texans, sure. That makes sense. I expect that. Mr. Statistician Man in the corner. What's our next game?
We have Lions-Giants.
Yay! Woo! I don't know what happened to the Giants. They just played really bad.
They put up 2 scoreless quarters back to back.
What do we say about scoreless quarters, Johnny?
You
can't have two of them.
Can't win a game with 2 of them.
Can't win a game with 2 of them. And it's hard to win a game if you can't score in each of them.
Exactly.
But, yeah, that Lions, that was a pretty good game. And their offense played really well, too. That was what, sparked it for me a little bit. And I'm not even going to be biased here. That's a scratch-out win. The defense played really well and got some points, like Aiden Hutchinson with the pick. Another thing, Aiden Hutchinson is so athletic. He's so athletic. He can drop back into coverage. He's a
I'm going to turn the focus away from him and look at Jamal Williams.
That's a very good point,
Ryan,
too.
how many rushing touchdowns does he have this year?
He is leading the NFL with, I think it's either 12 or 13.
I think it's 12 or 13, too. Yeah, that's impressive.
Good for him.
Yeah, really good for, especially with Amon-Ra getting kind of the spotlight at the start of the season. Jamal Williams is really good. And what I noticed, too, it's a good sign when your quarterback isn't the only highlight point of your offense. Jared Goff is not playing
he's not a highlight player,
but he's making the plays needed to get them in the red zone and to get them to make plays. And that's the important part, that he's not the focus. And then the Giants just had a really tough game.
Yeah.
It's a really tough game. But, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. I think they move on. They play the Cowboys next week.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a must-win. In those division games, you got to somehow pull that off.
Yeah, but I mean, going to our next game, my favorite of the week. I love to see this score. Ryan, what was the game?
Yes, Cowboys-Vikings, 40-3.
Stop acting so happy about that. I know you're a Cowboys fan, but I don't want to hear it.
The Vikings are frauds.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Especially because
3 scoreless quarters.
Yeah, 3 scoreless quarters doesn't help them. But their defense played really bad.
3 points.
Yeah, they didn't even get in the end zone. I'm sorry, all Justin Jefferson fantasy owners.
All right, so
you guys lost your games.
Matt, hear me out.
Okay.
The Packers beat the Cowboys last week.
No.
Last week. Shh. Let me have my moment. The Packers beat the Cowboys last week, right? We just lost to Tennessee, but Cowboys beat the Vikings. We own the North.
Does that mean Tennessee also owns the NFC?
See, I drew a little N. Not on purpose, but it just happened.
I don't think that's how that works at all. Because
Shh. Let me have my moment.
can I explain really quick?
Let me have my moment.
Ryan, should I let him have his moment?
Go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah, have my moment.
it's the only one you're getting. Fair enough. Statistician man in the corner. What's our next one?
Hold on, wait. I want to touch on the.
you wanna go over one thing?
I want to go over the running backs of that game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
All right, tell me about Tony Pollard.
Okay, so Tony Pollard had 15 rushes for 80 yards, but not only that, he also had 6 catches, 109 yards, and 2 receiving touchdowns.
And wasn't that 40 fantasy points?
Something like that. And along with Zeke with 2 rushing touchdowns of his own in his first game back. And
I feel like Zeke doesn't. Those 2 rushing touchdowns were any running back could have gotten those. They were not
Hey,
like
he got me 17 fantasy points.
you know. You know what's crazy? Guess who?
Your voice cracked.
Go away. You know I'm also struggling with something right now. Guess who played both Pollard and Dak in fantasy this week?
You.
Yeah. Guess who almost won this week?
You.
Guess who didn't win this week?
You.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know he's gonna watch it too. Yeah, my brother beat me in fantasy, and I really hope he's watching this when I look into the camera and tell him how just disappointed
When you look
I
into
am.
the camera while wearing your Lions beanie,
Lions won this week. You can't even give me flack for this.
I'm gonna.
It's kind of fair. I can't say no, but it's fair. Is that all you have for that game?
That's all that I got.
Okay. Statistician man.
All right. Monday Night Football, Chargers, Chiefs. Correction, Sunday Night Football.
I was about to say this wasn't Monday night.
Yeah.
Um.
I liked it. I actually
Yeah.
I thought it was a great game.
Also, did I spell Chiefs wrong? You don't know how to spell either. I'm asking you.
No. Okay, I was actually watching this game. I was super happy, but I was also super nervous because this game determined whether or not ZB beat me.
Really? Was it? Oh, was it Keenan Allen?
It was Keenan Allen
Yeah.
and Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. Kelsey had a really good game too.
Oh, he had a
both
really
of
good
the
game.
two, my opinion,
No,
best
they're-
tight ends in the league had 2 really good games.
Hold
Kittle
on.
and Kelsey had
Hold on.
really good games.
So, if you look at it, both Patrick Mahomes and Kelsey are the most consistent fantasy players at their position.
Yeah. Yeah. Granted, I've never seen someone win a fantasy league with Kelsey. He just doesn't put up a lot.
Well, it's happening.
It is happening.
I have won a fantasy league with Kelsey on my team
No
2
one
years
cares.
ago.
Go back in your corner. Go back in your corner.
That's ruthless today.
Chargers played pretty good considering the past couple weeks. Yeah, Justin Herbert's looking not last year.
He's not looking horrible.
He's not looking horrible, but like I had him as my MVP favorite. I'm the first to admit that I was dead wrong, okay? Don't come at me. I know I was wrong. I admit that this is not going the way I wanted it to. But he's got to step
I
up.
love seeing you crash and burn.
It happens too often.
It's my favorite thing.
It's like the worst thing to say to a friend ever. I love watching you fail.
I do. Matt, are we really friends if I can't give you a hard time?
That's a good point. It's a fair point. Ryan's not a friend though.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, well.
We love Ryan.
Darn.
Speaking of
Just
Ryan,
another-
I'm ready to move on to the next game.
Okay.
Yeah, please. All right. Monday Night Football, Cardinals, Niners.
Wow. Also, really good game to watch. Like it was raining. It was a fun game.
Cardinals
last night.
losing 38-10.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
Yeah. And I don't even think it's the Cardinals like being bad. I think it's the Niners playing really good.
I think that they
Bosa
played
looked
I think
great.
that they played at that elite level last night.
Did you hear about Trent Williams leaking his stances?
No.
Like so he'll line up straight up for a pass block and he'll kind of slant his stance for a run block. I don't remember if that's exactly. It might be the other way around. And somebody brought up a good point, and everyone had heard about it going into this game. You still have to stop like a 6'6", 320-pound man that moves pretty darn fast.
Yeah.
Like he is an elite offensive line.
I don't think it would have made a difference, but the Cardinals also started Colt McCoy.
McCoy played pretty good.
I think that the quarterback play would have been the same whether they started Kyler.
That's my second point. I think you would have gotten about the same result.
yeah.
And I think that's eye-opening,
I
too.
think they would have had a little bit more rushing yards because Kyler makes up for most of that offense's rushing yards.
Yeah, but the Niners' safeties and linebackers are really
Kyler
good.
Murray is an angry toddler in a candy shop. He will make it happen.
Can we get that on a T-shirt? Can we get ZB to put that on a T-shirt?
What, like Kyler
Kyler's
running
an
with
angry
like
toddler in a candy shop.
with like a lollipop?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be great. I'd love that. I'm pretty sure that's copyright, but
Oh,
be
and
fun.
I mean the Cardinals also put up 2 scoreless quarters.
2 scoreless quarters. What do we say? Doesn't work. I don't want to talk about the next game. Are we allowed to skip that? Ryan, can we skip it?
Nope, Ryan.
We're going to it.
No.
Broncos,
Yes.
Raiders.
Matt, how many straight losses is this for the Broncos to the Raiders?
I lost. Is it 6?
I think it's 6.
We're so bad. We're just so bad. We let McDaniels beat us. Derek Carr didn't even play good. Their defense didn't even play good. We just suck.
You guys
We
suck
just
so
suck.
much. You guys suck so bad that the Raiders got to win.
Went to overtime too on the first play. First play, Devontae. We just suck. We just suck. You want to know what was the worst play about that overtime?
What?
We didn't even go man. We didn't even put Surtain on. We didn't even put him on Devontae. We let him go zone, and we put him short zone too. We didn't even let him
But
go
like,
deep.
Devontae was pretty, like
No, Devontae popped off.
he did good, but like when I was watching the game, I didn't like see a whole lot from him. There was like a big play every once in a while, but other than that, he was.
Well, you missed a good amount then because
Oh,
he played really well. Like honestly, yeah. And Russell Wilson is like the 25th best quarterback in the league. Our running backs are atrocious. Our defense is atrocious. Our line is almost the shining light of our team right now, and that's so sad. That's so depressing. Sell the team.
You know what?
Sell the team.
I'll let you move on from this. We don't have to stay here any longer.
Thank you. But I don't want to argue with you now because we have to go to hot takes now, and I'm gonna rip your face off.
You can rip my face off. Wow.
I'm already in an angry mood. I'm the angry toddler. I'm Kyler Murray. Ryan, what's our first take?
Okay. First take. Are the 49ers the best team in the NFC?
No.
Yeah.
In the NFC.
Yeah.
Do you want me to give you the division leaders for the
Sure.
NFC?
Yeah.
So we have Philadelphia,
No.
Minnesota,
No.
San Francisco,
Yeah.
Dallas,
No.
New York,
No.
Seattle, Tampa Bay.
No. Tampa's not even in question.
No,
Throw Tampa
no.
Bay
Okay.
Get
off the
them out of
bridge.
here.
Well, to be fair, they are winning their division right now. Tampa Bay is winning their division right now.
Okay. And the division's the worst in football. If you say Tampa Bay, okay, just side note. If you say Tampa Bay is the best,
That whole division sucks.
whole division sucks. And also, like, it's like when you're, trying to think. You know that, like, meme of, like, the 3 dragons? And there's, like,
Yeah,
the 2,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
legit
yeah,
ones.
yeah, yeah.
Then there's the one, like, goofy, and it's like, yeah, that's Tampa
That's-
Bay as the division leaders if you had a 4th one in.
That's just the division as a whole.
It's a good point.
That whole division, none of
We're getting very much off track.
none of those teams are.
Who is the best team? If you say the Cowboys, I'm going to be pissed.
It's either the Eagles
No.
or the Niners.
Okay, the Eagles have had such an easy schedule, though. They haven't beaten, like, a really good team.
It's either the Eagles or the Niners. That is.
The Eagles almost
I'm
lost
not-
to the Colts.
Okay, I
They
know.
almost
I
lost
know.
to the Colts.
I know. I was quick to say no on the Niners.
You were.
I think it could go either way. I'm saying it comes down to those 2 teams, and I'm not gonna say whether or not I think one would beat the other because I genuinely don't know.
It'd be a good game. I think the Niners would actually slaughter the Eagles, though, for one reason. We talked about it before. We had a conversation about it. Kyle Shanahan putting Christian McCaffrey in the slot has added 5 to 10 years onto his career. Easily. He's not getting hit anymore. He took, I think I counted roughly, he took like 2 big
counted.
hits. He took 2 big hits. And he used to take all of them for Carolina. He has just widened his game. If you put him out wide, I think he could be Offensive Player of the Year as a receiver. He's that good.
I don't think so, but you know.
Okay, so what makes the Eagles better than the Niners then?
I'm not saying that the Eagles are better than the Niners. I'm saying I don't think Christian McCaffrey could do the things that you're saying he could do if you just put him in the slot.
He is in the slot.
No,
Yeah,
Matt.
okay, in the first half, he had somewhere in the ballpark of like a third of the Niners' completions. And it was obvious what they were doing, but you can't cover Kittle like one-on-one. You can't put a corner on Kittle. Doesn't work.
I think the
You
receiving.
can't put a,
Okay,
you almost
I
need
think,
you almost need to double cover Debo
Matt,
because he's that good.
Matt, stop. If you put him on another team and you put him in the slot, yeah, he'd be good. I don't think that he's going to be nearly as effective as if he was on the Niners, though, because with the Niners, they have such a good receiving core that it's hard to cover all of them.
That's the point, though.
But the
that's
thing
why
is-
it's why it's good for him to go in the slot because you have Ayuk, Debo, and McCaffrey all in the slot. You don't even need a backfield, and their running backs are still good.
Okay. I don't want to argue about this anymore. I'm
You're
over
such
this.
a weenie.
I'm over
You're
this.
soft.
Shut up,
You
Matt.
soft.
I
little
will
boy.
smack you.
You can't reach me.
Just wait for like like 20, 30 minutes, there will be a handprint across your face.
We'll post it on the TikTok. Speaking of which, we might have a TikTok soon. This isn't like an official announcement. I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be doing this, but we might, right?
I think it's a thing that's
It's a
happening.
thing? Okay. Well, we're going to try. Sorry, guys, but heads up. If you don't want to argue about it, fine. We'll go on to the next hot take. What's the next one?
Next one is, who is the best team in the NFC East? Do you guys want me to give you like
Yeah,
the
it's what
records?
it's Cowboys, Commanders.
So you have Eagles 9-1, Dallas 7-3, Giants 7-3, and Washington
it's
6-5.
I think the Cowboys are a decent team. I think the Giants aren't as good as the other two, and I think that Washington should not be in that conversation.
Yeah. I feel like I have to agree with the
It's
Eagles.
the Eagles.
Dallas is a close second, though. They're looking really good.
They're looking really good, but they also lost to the Packers.
Yeah, we also can't say, like, this one game is what's making them, like, the best. So
Yeah.
I can't say, like, for sure, but I can live with that. What's our last one?
Last one is, who do you guys think is the best young QB in the league? Like the 2020 draft cast had
Jordan
Burrow.
Love.
Herbert and Tua.
What are the other ones? It's so, are we counting? Let's go. Hurts, Mahomes, Herbert.
Hold on. What draft class?
2020.
I'm willing to expand into the younger quarterbacks.
Mahomes was not drafted in 2020, man.
He wasn't. I know. I'm expanding, Johnny.
Okay, he's saying young quarterbacks from 2020 because if we're just saying young
I
quarterbacks,
wrote it. I get to
Matt,
interpret it how I
if we're
want.
just saying young quarterbacks, we could throw Josh Allen in there.
Yeah, I
No,
would.
we're not talking about him. We're talking about 2020 to now.
I wrote it. I can
Okay,
interpret it how I
then just
want.
give the trophy to Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen. That's the conversation then, right? Is that
Sure.
the whole conversation?
That's a good point.
Yeah. There's no take if we do that.
Okay, Ryan, would you like to read the take that Johnny wants you to read?
Okay.
You're so stupid.
I'm gonna throw a pencil at your head.
Do it.
Okay, let's say
wanna get in
who is the
Yeah.
best quarterback from the 2020 draft class till now?
Can you list the quarterbacks, please?
Yes. Herbert, Tua, Burrow, and let's throw like Pickett in there as well.
So basically from 2020 to now.
Okay, well, it's not Pickett.
No. With the performance that we saw this week,
I
absolutely
think it's
not.
Burrow.
I'm not taking Burrow.
Who?
I like Tua.
But like, no,
I like Tua.
no.
When was Jalen Hurts drafted?
Later. No, earlier.
Was he 2019?
I think he was either 2018
Yeah, I was
or
19. No,
2019.
because he was earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. No, I just don't though. I think it's.
I think
Burrow.
it's Tua.
Burrow's more consistent though,
Tua is more versatile.
but he's not.
But he is.
But he's not.
But he is.
How is he more versatile?
He's faster. He's a better scrambler. He's a better open field runner.
okay. I don't.
Hey, and yeah, sure. Earlier in the season, he could not throw a deep ball, but now he can.
Here's my other thing. Unless you're a runner, I don't think the ability to scramble is as important as your ability to throw and
Kyler
make
Murray.
decisions. Yeah, but
Tell
he's
me-
a runner. He can run. He chooses to run. There's options for him to run. I would go so far to say Justin Fields is a runner.
Justin Fields is a runner because he's about to break Lamar Jackson's rushing
Again,
record.
but that doesn't mean that like runners and scramblers are different.
Okay, but what I'm
Tua's
telling
a
you,
scrambler.
I
And because
think,
he's good at it, that doesn't mean that it outweighs the fact that his decision making isn't
I
the
think
best.
that Tua's better. That's my.
You don't
whole
give
right
you don't give
opinion.
like evidence.
I
though.
did. I said that he's a better scrambler, a better open field runner, and I think that he
Does that matter more than Burrow's decision making?
Yes, I think that. I
No.
think Tua makes great decisions.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he
He makes
does.
subpar at best. He makes young quarterback level decisions, which makes sense. He's a young quarterback. Burrow's making veteran level decisions at the pace of a veteran.
Made veteran
He's
level decisions.
making.
No.
Yes.
Take a look at the entire beginning of this season.
Okay, his offensive line somehow got worse. That's not his fault.
Ryan.
Tua
Ryan,
has concussions.
Ryan,
Okay.
Ryan, can you pull up how many interceptions Joe Burrow has on the season?
Yes, I can do that.
Are we gonna sit here until then?
Yes, we are. We're
gonna sit here
yes,
until
we are
then?
because we're gonna look at the interceptions and the QB ratings of both of these quarterbacks.
Okay.
Because
Fine.
I think that Tua's better.
No, don't look at the QBR because QBR takes into running, takes into yards.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Then we won't look at QBR.
Okay.
Joe Burrow has 8 interceptions on the year.
Okay.
as
In
of
week
right now.
11, that's not bad. 8's fine.
All right. Now how about Tua?
What does Tua have?
All right.
Okay, Tua didn't play 3 weeks.
Oh well, Tua nearly was a vegetable. He was almost a vegetable.
He
for
was a
the-
vegetable. He was lying on the ground.
Yeah, I think that should account for that.
No!
He's playing half vegetable. Okay.
But like the stat doesn't make sense.
Ah. Shh.
The stat doesn't make
Shut
sense.
up.
What's the stat, Ryan?
I'm looking.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
trying
looking.
to find out.
I'm gonna jump across this table in like 2 minutes.
Do it.
I'm gonna mess up the setup though.
Mm-hmm.
My poor jersey.
Yeah.
You're a mean
Okay,
person.
so Tua as of right now has only 3 interceptions.
Oh.
He hasn't played that many games.
You're taking out 3 games. Okay.
Okay.
So how many games has Tua played?
Tua has played in 8 games, but he's also like got hurt in like the second quarter in a few of them.
Okay, so he's played 8 games out of
He's played like
11.
7. Because count the back half of 2. So he's played 7 games, 3 interceptions.
Okay, why don't just look at QB rating then? QBR.
This argument has no end to it.
No, it doesn't, because I'm gonna argue this until the end of time.
Okay, Tua's QBR is 118, and I gotta find Joe Burrow's.
It's actually really good. This is dumb.
No, it's valid because you realize you're losing this argument.
No, okay. Also, as far as we haven't even seen Tua in the playoffs yet. No, we did. It was last year, but he sucked.
Burrow's QBR is 102.
Matt, I'm gonna count that as a win for me.
You know what? We're going to the projections.
Okay,
And
let's
guess
do it.
what?
Let's
My
do it.
projection's going to be better than yours, and I'm going to end up like if I bet on these games, I'd beat you. This is where I shine, okay? Go for the first game, Giants Cowboys.
Giants Cowboys. I have the Cowboys winning 35-21.
Ew. I have them winning 28-14.
I think that the Giants are a.
But I also think they're going to score less points. I don't know why you went so high.
I thought it was gonna be a high-scoring game.
You would think that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would.
Because you're uneducated.
I am very uneducated.
Exactly. Chargers Cardinals.
Chargers Cardinals. I have the Chargers winning 21-17.
I don't.
That was such a simple I don't.
No, I think Kyler comes back and it's 21-20. I think it's a close game. That's the upset of the week, though. I think the Chargers have the chance to upset, but I like the Cardinals more. Just briefly, because I like the
Okay.
defense when they're not playing.
You're gonna love my
on
next
shorts.
one.
If you say the Packers win this,
I have the Packers
you
winning
selfish
24-21.
No, it's 14-0. Packers get shut out. Aaron
Nope,
Rodgers is
nope,
washed.
nope,
Watson
nope,
drops
nope,
4 out of
nope,
5 passes.
nope.
If Watson doesn't drop 2 touchdowns, I will give you $2 on the podcast.
All right. Well, I also have the Vikings winning 35-10.
Yeah, that's believable.
But I mean, it's gonna be.
No, I have 28-17, but like that's believable. I just think the Patriots aren't that bad. I realized I wrote my score backwards.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Matt, this week was. It was a week.
You're out of practice looking at football, Johnny.
Yeah, maybe.
Bad takes.
But-
I'm upset with you.
I'm happy with this week.
I'm upset with you.
This.
I'm upset with you. I'm not happy with the week. I'm upset with you.
All right. Well, summing up a very, very interesting week. I was happy with it.
Yeah, I don't care.
Of football.
You can be happy about it all you want.
Summing up an interesting week of football. I'm Johnny and this is Matt, and you just watched Third and Long on KCAT Radio.
This series is brought to you by Los Gatos Morning Rotary. Thank you for supporting student podcasting in support of mental health.